Hey everyone, this is Chili White. We are out in the mountains of San Diego County today with the 2010 KTM 690 Enduro.
I guess you just weren't.
This is KTM's big single-cylinder adventure bike. We want to go see what it's all about. It looks like it's going to be some fun. KTM's had a lot of history in this market, and they've come out with brand new frame, brand new engine, and we expect some good things from it. So let's go see how it performs. This class of big single-cylinder, dual-purpose, or adventure bikes has always been a really popular class. The problem is the bikes they've kind of been a situation as the glass half full or is it half empty. Once you get a bike that performs in the dirt, it often doesn't do very well in the street, or vice versa. In fact, a lot of times what you're left with is bikes that are great utilitarian bikes, but totally uninspiring. Great for piling on lots of mileage for commuter bikes or so forth, but they just don't say, hey, let's go out and go riding today. KTM has been in this market a long time. Their old LC4 motor dates clear back to about 1990, and it was a good durable motor. They won a lot of car races and other rally races on it, but frankly, it was basically a paint shaker. It was pretty miserable to spend a lot of time riding down the highway on one of those things, and their handling was mediocre at best. Last year, KTM came out with the all-new 690 single, brand new engine from the ground up, brand new frame from the ground up. So spending a little time on this bike, we've come to really see a lot about it. Got about 500 miles on it. We've really tried to mix up street and dirt. I got a couple of full days of just pure off-road riding on this bike. It's actually pretty amazing. The first thing I gotta say is it just screams, go ride me. On the street, this thing feels like a full-on hooligan bike. It feels about like a single-cylinder Ducati bike. It really doesn't have any dirt bike feel on the street. The bars, the pegs, everything feels very neutral. There's no vibration. Spins right up to 70 miles an hour easily. Probably not the bike you want to ride all day down the freeway on, but for some backcountry riding like we have in East San Diego County, it's just fantastic. Interestingly enough, once you get in the dirt, this bike actually feels very similar to something like XR650R versus, say, the L model. It is a bona fide dirt bike. Now keep in mind it's really an adventure bike, so you want to keep it within its limits, but other than that, it's just a blast to ride off-road. One of the nemesis of all big enduro or adventure bikes is sand. They're scary for most people in the sand, and this bike feels like a full dirt bike. Even getting the wheels in the air is not that scary of an experience. With a little bit of practice, not getting too crazy, it'll take you just about anywhere. Overall, I have to say we're pretty impressed with this bike. It really, for me, expands what the parameters of a single-cylinder dual sport or adventure bike can be. It'll do a lot more road than most of the other models will, and it'll do a lot more dirt than most of the competition will. And in my book, that just makes it a pretty darn good motorcycle.